It's been an interesting night, one way or another, and we've just had to discuss, flush out whether there's any sort of truth in something that went on the internet about 7 calling team on a Saturday night, Gary.
Been emphatically denied by my man Duke.
That's it.
And I'm with him.
So we put it to bed.
Nothing for me to deny. Well, let's be honest with you.
Brian is calling in ripping form.
Fantastic. And how have the pack seen our discussion?
I reckon Duke's right behind him as well. With a knife in each hand. No. They're more worried about your jacket, Jim, to be perfectly honest. The pack, they can't really care, to be honest. It's a bit of navel gazing. We have a bit of fun with it. Chief, good observer of it all. He's sat back tonight and watched it all.
I've had to sit back here, Wolf.
The Hawthorn game come on. He thought he was going to bob up in there for a second. But anyway, what have you seen? Anything?
No, I think it's just about time we turned our attention to tonight's game. It's going to be
another 10 minutes.
I think it's a little bit more interesting than some of the stuff we've been talking about.
I agree
That's
with
just
you,
to be
Chief.
brutally honest. But,
have you got 15 minutes worth of a preview in you, Chief?
I've got 15 minutes of everything.
Over to you then, Chief.
All right, away you go.
Here we go. Ready? Start the watch now.
Look at him. He's a fool of a man, the Chief, isn't he? He is a dead set fool of a man.
He's a bit
I
out
just
of
amused myself.
Hey, as a rule, let's be honest, this group doesn't travel well. Let's be
No,
honest.
no,
The
no.
whole place
Like
unravels.
Not
Gary turns into a complete Fruit Loop
hand
on the
high
road.
in the air, Duke, on that one. And when we've been saying it for years, and then when you arrive here and you only see half the ground, it does tend to take your focus away a bit from what's going on. But we'll overcome that, and we'll give you the best call you ever hear on radio.
Don't worry. There's
Chief
never any question.
Has been resignated to the double back row tonight, and that's thrown him right out of sorts because
I'm calling off the TV. I don't have any. I can only see half the ground. So I make this apology to our loyal Triple M listeners. But Gaz will do some of the behind-the-scenes stuff on ground, and I'll be having a very close look at some of the.
I'll call to the left
replay
of your
stuff,
radio dial, and you can call to the right. Why can't my man Chief get in here?
because Duke and Jim get
That's it.
the Tom tits if you get down anywhere near them.
The callers need
The
to have
Raisins, yeah.
access.
What?
Callers need access.
Hey, if you start treating my man Chief like this, I'll go out with him.
And Chief can ship off to the back and just make sure you're accurate with it.
Oh, he's gone now. He's gone.
He's down tools, the Chief.
Pushed him.
Have a look at it. I don't ship off.
He's
you
not
reckon?
taking that. And this could be a one special comment job tonight.
could be a one call job. I'm going out with Chief if Jeff
And he
goes.
now looks very comfortable sitting there without headphones on too, the Chief.
He won't
Look,
leave
he
me
won't.
in the lurch. If I gave him
think he would.
No, if I gave him the okay, he would be back in his room before you knew it. But he won't leave me.
I think-
and for people who are just joining us, Gaz wasn't recognised at reception at the hotel, and she demanded the girl behind the jump demanded photo ID,
Weren't you here?
Which he didn't have.
which flattened him right out.
Just one of the worst experiences. Well,
Well, that he wasn't recognised, not so much that
No,
he couldn't get in
exactly,
his room.
exactly.
I think that was more of an issue.
We've talked to the Nine Network about this. More Sydney exposure. We'll have to come up and do a couple of those high-rating ones that Jim does.
That's
on
it.
Sunday.
Wide World of Sport.
Wide World of
Sunday
Sport.
mornings.
Yeah, so that what Chief now sit
Chief
right
has
off.
gone. No, he's actually left the whole. He's gone
gone
out of the whole room, Chief.
He shouldn't.
You know
honestly.
what I think is that you bringing up that social media stuff was had no bearing on me because it was nothing to do with me. But I think it actually cut a little bit deeper to the Chief because it
reverse Malachi.
Well, it did, I think, because I think the article about him and what was going on at Fox might have been a little more closer to the bone than
It's a veritable can of worms. we
than
took
what
them
was
off.
written about anything that I might be involved with.
Lucky
So
we-
you've upset Chief. I'm fine, but you've upset Chief.
Well, lucky we don't care what's written about us, Jim.
No, exactly. Otherwise,
never turn
we could go for a month. The other interest to me, before we do get on to the preview of the game, and there's lots of time for that, don't worry, is Purple's night from here.
Nah.
Because
Well,
he's not well,
No,
and he's tried to keep it a secret.
And that was reflected in his performance.
And Gary, there was
was.
no keeping it a secret because he's been flat, and pretty sort of
tell you
underwhelming.
I don't know.
So he was never going to keep it a secret from
No,
us.
it became patently obvious
Yep,
inside
that's
the
it.
first 4 or 5 minutes that the big fella.
What's wrong with you, Warrior?
Oh,
Little
there's
sniffle,
absolutely
or-
nothing. I made the mistake of telling Gaz I might have
I think he's got the Ebola.
been under the... Yeah,
That's it.
He's got the first case
West Africa, Ebola.
of Ebola. And
I just get sick to us of hearing these two guys throughout the course of a footy season telling me how sick they are on a weekly basis.
Well,
And I let slip I was a little bit
well,
sick.
I've only been sick once, and that was when I was poisoned. So Jim certainly
Poisoned?
went down for a couple of
I
weeks.
never went down, fronted up, but
You did front
wasn't well.
You took a lot
But
of time
Purple,
off.
what? When the mics are on, you still got to project.
Oh, yeah.
You can't have this flat countenance.
That's right. I'd rather you whinge like we do and actually get something out rather than just retreat back in yourself like a turtle.
Come on, Purple.
You could be onto something, boys. I thought I got away with it. But
What do you think about Sean Higgins? Oh, I think he's... No, it's been I don't know, and normally he heads off for a bottle.
Yes.
He has a bottle
Yes.
before I think the game's over.
Yep.
And I'm not sure whether this is going to impact on that or not.
No, when I'm on the road with you guys, I stay in work mode, which means I won't be having anything until you do maybe at 11:30 at the bar.
No, that's what I mean. After the game, you
After
have a
the game.
bottle.
That's it. Well, we look forward to hearing what you do, Purple.